Hello guys, welcome to this amazing journey of fitness. We are the Fitness Movement UAE and we are proud to welcome you in our first ever vlog. Most people think building an athletic body is just about lifting heavy weights, pushing past the limits, following a strict diet, staying consistent and disciplined. But the truth is that's just the surface. What really builds your body is the mindset. The difference between an average lifter and an athlete is what goes on in their head when they are tired. When their body says stop, that's where the real workout begins. That's where transformation happens. In today's session, Bidhi, Rajesh and Abhay are going for their weekly leg session. And you will see the struggle, the pain, and the push. But most importantly, I'll share the mindset behind each rep, each set, and why pushing past the limits or past the comfort is what actually sculpts the body and builds strength, not just physically, but mentally too. So let's get into it and let's start today's session. Follow me, guys. Before strength, endurance, or any heavy lift, there is flexibility, and that begins with stretching. Stretching isn't something you rush through at the start of a workout. It's a dialogue with the body, a way of asking, are you ready? Can you move the way you were designed to move? Think of it this way. Tight muscles are like brakes on a car. They slow you down, limit your range, and make every movement heavier than it needs to be. Stretching releases those brakes. It gives you freedom to move fluidly, powerfully, and without pain. Stretching is more than physical. It's patience. You can't force a muscle to lengthen. You give your body time to trust the movement. And in those quiet seconds of holding a stretch, you're building discipline. You're learning to slow down, to focus, to be present, and create space in your joints, muscles, and movements. From there, we moved into full body functional movements, our version of warm-up. These exercises build coordination, stability, and mobility. They remind us that the body is designed to work as one powerful unit, not in isolation. When you train functionally, you're not just preparing for workout. You are preparing for life, for carrying, for running, for bending, for moving with strength and control in every situation. Rajesh pushed it even further, walking across the monkey bars. It wasn't easy, but that's the point. Functional training pulls you out of your comfort zone. It challenges your grip, your balance, your core. It forces you to connect your mind and body in a way that simple reps never can. Too often, people want to skip this part. They want to rush to the heavy weights, to the numbers. But the truth is, greatness is built here, in the small, intentional movements that keep the body strong and safe. The warm-up isn't just about muscles, it's about mindset. It wakes up your body, fires your nervous system, and tells you it's time to perform. But even more, it teaches patience. Because this vlog isn't about how much weight we can lift. It's about something far greater, the mindset behind building a strong body and an even stronger life. In the gym, the real weight isn't the barbell. The real weight is discipline, commitment, the will to show up even on the days it feels impossible. And here's the beauty of training with friends. You feed off each other's energy. You push harder. You stay accountable. Even the warm-up feels powerful. And that's exactly what happened here. They pushed Rajesh for one more try. This time, he went further than before. It's not just a workout, It's a reminder that you don't have to walk this journey alone. Surround yourself with people who lift you higher and you will always go further. So this is where the session begins. 4 people, 1 mission, growth. Not just growth in strength, but in mindset, in discipline, and in life. The body is ready, the mind is sharp. Now it's time to step under the bar and build. Okay, let's talk about squats. Now, to do the squats, you need to stand with your feet shoulder width apart, toes slightly out, core engaged, chest up, shoulders back and down. And then after you take the barbell on your back, sit down as if you're sitting on a chair. Drive all the way down, take 2 seconds to go all the way down. No rest at the paw at the bottom. Come up with 2 seconds up and then no rest at the top again. Now that's a 2020 tempo. The reason why we are doing 2020 tempo is because we are in phase 3 of our OPT model, which is muscular hypertrophy. That also means keeping the muscle under tension as much as possible without pausing at the top or at the bottom. This is what I always talk about. So working out with these people is not just about lifting weights. It's not about doing 8 to 12 repetitions. It's not about following the program. It's not just about following the diet. I can see from here the intensity on his face and this weight, which is 62.5 kilos on each side with a 20 kilo barbell, lifting up 8 to 10 times is not a joke. So in this vlog, we not just want to tell you what to do on a leg day, which exercises to do, how to hit, what's the postures and stuff. Our main goal is to have the motivation and the mindset to hit weights like this. And this is not easy. 3 reps, you're dead. And after that, hitting 5 more reps, it's not a joke. This is what we're talking about, guys. And we're proud to say this is just the starting. In this machine, there are two handles actually. One is to unlock and lock the machine. There's another handle to hold the hands. I see a lot of people do not use that handle, but that's actually to protect your lower back. Now, because the weight is pushing through your legs to your spinal cord, if you do not get your core engaged and then keep your back safe, it's going to hit your lower back very bad. So the purpose of that handle is to pull it as tight as possible towards you so that your glutes are always there, stuck on the pad, and it's not lifted, and the weight is not pushing your glutes away. You're not getting pushed away from the machine. That's why using the handle is very crucial while doing heavy weights. Now, this is just the starting. They were not even holding it, it's fine. But when it goes higher and higher, heavier and heavier, we need that pulled tighter and tighter. So we're done with leg press, and these guys are moving for their next exercise, and it's going to be leg extension. I can see from here. See guys, it's 12:20 a.m. and at the moment the gym is kind of empty. There are only like 10 to 20 people in this entire gym, and at this moment lifting this amount of weight is all about mindset. As I've been telling you, this is not about how much we lift, the form, the posture of lifting the weights, and the program that we follow to build the body. It's all about mindset. If you really want it to make it happen, the first thing you need to be in the gym is get serious. Get serious. Without you being serious, lifting this weight and getting the body ready, not at all possible. Now let's talk about leg extension. This is one of the best isolation exercises when it comes to hitting quads. It's quads because there are 4 different quadriceps muscles here. When we keep our leg forward and hit it, we hit the rectus femoris mainly, but we hit all 4 muscles. When we keep our leg stance inside, we hit the vastus lateralis. When it came it outside, then we hit the vastus medialis. One of the issues in this exercise is extending too much and keeping a lot of tension on the knees. So you should think of keeping your knees as soft as possible, lifting it all the way up, but not 100% of it. Just pushing it around 95%, keeping the knees soft and keeping the tension on the quads. Two common mistakes people do in this exercise. One, using the entire back muscles and pulling the weight. And second is not tucking your toes towards you for the full stretch of the hamstrings. So people pull with the entire body power, using their hands and lifting it up, keeping their lower back engaged, which actually is going to result in lower back pain later on the long run. This is how you hit. Keep your body stable, pull with using the hamstring. So it's not necessary to lift very heavy weights. Go lightweight, it's fine. Keep the RP around 7 to 8, but lift it nice and well and hit the hamstrings. There you go. And here we are to another important part of the training. Now I know majority of people do not want to do this after they are done with their leg workout. They just run home, and then because they're tired, they're hungry, they want to eat their protein as quickly as the workout is done. But then what about the stretching? This is not optional. This should be the part of the training. You do the warm-up, you do the core activation, you hit the muscles, then you relax the muscles. Why stretching is really important? It reduces muscle stiffness and soreness. So after exercise, your muscles contract and shorten. Stretching helps them return to their normal length. Second is improved flexibility and mobility. So regular post-workout stretching keeps your joints moving through their full range of motion, which gives flexibility and mobility. Third, relaxes the nervous system. Let's say stretching activates the parasympathetic nervous system, which helps your body shift from a stressed workout mode to a relaxed recovery mode. That's why stretching is important. Fourth, prevents muscle imbalances. Some muscles stay tight. They can pull on joints and cause imbalances. So stretching restores balance by lengthening the muscles that work the hardest. Fifth is supports injury prevention. Now, well-stretched muscles are less likely to strain or tear. It also keeps tendons and ligaments healthy by improving elasticity. So the best practice is to hold each stretch by about 20 to 30 seconds and focus on major muscle groups like quads, hamstrings, calves and glutes while doing legs. That's what they are doing. And on top of that, because there is a full body movement, they did their functional training in the beginning, they are also stretching the upper body. People spend 2 hours hitting the muscles, but they don't have time, even 5 minutes to stretch. These guys have more than 10 minutes. I'm proud of these guys. And these guys are the Fitness Movement UAE. And this is what we want to teach you through our vlog. Why, what, when, how. If you have any questions regarding fitness, supplements, program, whatever it is about gym and workout, drop your question in the comments and we're very happy to help. Leg day isn't just about building strong legs. It's about building a strong mindset. When you train past your limits, you discover a version of yourself that's stronger than you have imagined. That's what bodybuilding is really about. Mindset, discipline, and the will to grow. Remember this, weights don't build champions, mindset does. So guys, in today's session, if you found anything that you think is helpful, stick with us. This is just the beginning. We are not just showing exercises. We are showing the truth about what it takes to build an athletic body and a winning mindset. See you again on episode 2. Take care.